Where?
I think I found it. You see it now, Olivia?
I don't see it.
Good morning, Modern Steaders.
Good morning.
We're up here at the off-grid property. We need to find some corners and mark some lines. We've been doing quite a bit of research on all the different property lines we have here and corners. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of feet to mark, and they're not all marked that great, and all the corners haven't been found. So me and Gina found some the other day, huh?
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. It's when you're out looking in these kind of woods and all of a sudden you stumble across a pin or a corner mark. It gets pretty exciting. Or even just a blue dot on a tree.
Yeah, it's like geocaching,
Right?
or something like that.
I said the other day, I never thought I'd get so excited to find a blue dot out in the forest. So we have a couple of things to go off of today. And we're looking for a corner mark down here, but we need to trek back in and work our way back to find our distance. I'll show you what we're doing as we're going. But we got to come back down here, and we're looking for red dots first.
I already seen one.
Where? You see it? Oh yeah, we got a red dot here, right by the orange flag. And there should be another one over on this side. And then that means right here is a red rock. Because it's in line with the trees. And we got to see if that red rock means anything that somebody painted, or if it's just out in the middle of the road for no reason. So we need to start working back this way and start looking for blue dots. You think it's cold out or what?
You've got all this hair. I don't think you would get cold.
You can tie it in a knot in front of your face. No? You look warm.
I am, kind of.
Well, that's good. So we got to go this way. We have some marks in here, but not all of them. The other day I about tripped over a red pin out here, but we were coming in from another direction. We need to get back and find that one so we can know if this mark matters. So I'm able to put some lines in my phone so we can coordinate to see where we need to go to get to our other mark. So we need to follow this line and keep navigating through the woods and looking for our other marks. Have a seat.
Yeah, we haven't gone anywhere yet.
So some of this land used to be owned by a paper company, and then it's been sold off quite a few times, and then other owners have owned different chunks. So we're trying to match up all those marks and figure out where it should be now. Trying to make as straight of a line as possible to our pin we found the other day. We've got some animal tracks up here. Curious to see what we find. Might have found the pin, or it might just be somebody else's orange marker, but that means we're getting in line. We're going to keep going this way. here's an old skid trail. I think one of the things that's happening with our property lines, the reason they're not marked so good is back in the day, people had logged, either the same person logged a couple of different lots, and they cut right on the property line and logged them up to a landing that we have up here. So there's no property line trees here for a little while. When we get back up here, there is. And that's a good indication right here, seeing this main skid trail go right through the boundary like this. So, I mean, this was all cut 40, 50 years ago, so it's hard knowing exactly what happened. Oh! You know why there's an orange ribbon on this tree? I found our first blue paint mark right here. There's old blue. That paint's 40 plus years old, so it's pretty faded. We're gonna end up marking this with some nice bright pink flagging tape. We've been using pink, so I want to keep all lines that we mark pink.
Some bright pink.
It is. You can see it from so far away. I found that this pink color is so much easier to find when you're out looking for it afterwards, even compared to the fluorescent orange. Alright, let's keep trucking. Alright, so be keeping your eyes out for blue dots. That sounds like a Dr. Seuss book.
No, it's a the gray dots. Olivia's book.
Right. That's a different one. That's a Bible story. And we have some nice blue paint. So back in the day they would mar up the bark. I don't know if it was with an axe or a chainsaw, and then they'd paint it. And this one's got blue on this side too.
So you're just remarking for accuracy.
I'm remarking for accuracy, and we've been marking all of our property lines with pink. So whether somebody else marked them or not recently, I want to mark them for us, knowing that this is our property line. I can see some more of our pink flagging up there. So that's the corner we found the other day, Gina. I don't know if you can see it through the woods or not. The pink.
I can see it. I don't know if the camera can see it.
Just gonna try to line up. So the other thing I'm doing when I'm marking these, I'm making the tails of the string on our side of the property. So that way when you see our ribbons, if you're looking at it, you see the tails, you're on our property.
Okay.
Just so we know when we're out in the woods.
Well, I always wonder, how do you know?
Yeah.
There you go.
I found a pipe.
You found it? You win the prize?
No.
It looks like it's already been found.
And here is the pipe. We were out here a few days ago wandering around checking out this property line, and somebody else had been over here too, and everybody had walked right by this pipe and I about tripped over it. So as you can see, I got it flagged quite a bit. I want to make sure that we can find it now. I'll probably repaint it, but it's painted red. Gina found a pipe thousands of feet that way the following day, and it's a completely different pipe. This one looks like a T and it's painted red. The one Gina found over there was about 1 inch in diameter. It looks like it had been cut off with a torch, and it was just old and rusty. So I don't know if back in the 70s, if they just went to the dump or went to somebody's scrap metal pile and just found whatever they had kicking around for metal pipes and put them in the ground. So if you're ever out looking for pins, they're not always all going to be the same. All right, so now that we know where this one is, and we picked up some blue dots here, I got a measurement of distance to the pin on the other side. I'm going to put that in my phone, draw a line, and then we're going to follow that back with our back to these flags, keep going, and then we'll see where we come out and where that other pin lands. It's math.
We had to make it here to see if it measured right.
Right, we had to make it to this pin to see if it measured right and to find the blue dots, because the blue dots don't go all the way to the road. All the property line trees up that way have been logged back in the day, so that's why we're not seeing any blue dots. So I put in our next measurement and dropped a pin, and I know the degrees I need to go. So we need to go 154 degrees that way and over 800 feet to find another pin. I don't know if it's going to be a rock, if it's going to be a pin, if it's going to be a stick, or if there'll be anything there. But footage-wise and degree-wise, bearing-wise, we know which way to go. So we're going to keep our back to this pin and follow our blue dots and our pink ribbons now and keep marking all the way back to the road. And it should be on the other side of the road is the next one. So I'm going to navigate with the GPS and I'll tell you which trees to mark. How's that sound?
Okay.
We have plenty of ribbon, so leave long tails so we can see them from a distance when you're looking for them later.
Okay.
I'll hold those for you.
Thank you.
And if your hands get cold, let me know.
So all excited now.
She is.
Just control the ribbon.
Got the ribbon. All right, so we don't need to mark where we just were. I want to make sure we're going the right direction. Right here. I'm going to go up there and get on the next tree through the mark. Yeah, right here. So you can come over here and mark this tree. That pink is your color.
Yeah.
Alright, now we just gotta navigate to the next one. We found another tree that has a little bit of red paint and also some old blue paint right here. And we know this is the mark we're going for, is blue. We used to own this marked with blue, and that's what we've seen the rest of the perimeter to be. So we know we're going the right bearing. We just gotta keep going. Let's pull up another one. So there's a small, like go up a little bit a ways, Olivia. Right up here there is a small evergreen tree. Keep going. You're right, keep going, it's right in front of you. Your right hand, like almost, yep. Mark that one. It's gonna be interesting to see how close we get to that rock by the time we're done. Tree. Yeah. Walk out to that bigger tree. That's gonna be the one I want you to mark on. Right here? Yep, that's the tree.
How you gotta put your hand in the snowbank?
Because my teeth fell through.
All right, Olivia, I'm going to have you mark that tree, and I'll mark this tree because the line goes in between the two. And then have your tails facing me, and that'll mean that it's in here. How's my backside?
I was gonna say, what are you doing?
I'm trying to peek through trees to get my next tree to mark. It's a little thick in here. Doing the twerk, getting some work out.
Twerk? I don't think it's called twerk.
You want, Olivia, after mark this one.
Okay.
I'm going to jump up and mark one more ahead of you. Pick up. And then up there is where we started. So our phone brought us right to where we need to be. I don't know if you can see it yet, but I can.
Yeah.
There's a nice pink ribbon right up there. Yeah, come on
You
this
have to,
side.
yeah, you kind of have to look like this.
So yeah,
Oh
if you
yeah,
mark.
I see it. Yeah.
You see it now?
Yeah, I see it.
It's the color of your hat.
Yeah.
The 80s are coming back.
A little brighter.
So you can mark this yellow birch.
We're coming back in style.
Right, our age is coming back. All right, we can keep going.
Tails are a lot longer than Lydia's.
They are. I got a little
Crazy.
excited on that one, I guess. If you look back, that pink sticks out really good in the forest.
Yeah.
I think that's the best marking flag and tape to use. And that other ribbon, I don't know if you can see it yet on camera, is right
Yeah, I see it.
there. I still don't think the camera can pick it up. Crazy. So I'd get that white birch.
So there's some on here.
Yep.
Kind of fun, Dad. She said she is.
She said she is.
Mm-hmm. She said she likes marking trees.
We have plenty of trees to mark. Even the ones we've already marked, we got to go back and remark someday.
Probably like paint them.
Right. Sounds like they might be working on the property, getting some stuff ready. A little excessive with marking, but over here we're not going to be doing any logging, but the areas we are doing logging, we're marking like this too, so that way when you're in a piece of equipment, you can see and you're not cutting down trees that aren't on the property. So, and then later on in the future, we'll go back and we'll remark all of our lines in paint because they'll last longer than this. So if we have them good and marked, we won't be searching for them again. We'll know exactly where we're going. If you want to get this one, King of the Mountain.
Yeah, well.
There we go. And it came right out where we wanted to. Now we need to go further that way. You're welcome. Oh, we found one. Want any?
I'm good.
You're good.
Thanks.
We're gonna go in the woods and search for another pin. It's just gonna be a lot of us looking around for trees right now because there's not gonna be any marks. So we'll pick the camera up when we find the pin. So our phone says, the app that I am using says I am right in the area of that pin. So I would say like a 10-foot radius should be another pin. So if we can't find it today because of the snow, we'll mark it with a flag, and we have two options. We can either wait and come back, or I think the more fun one would be is see if we can borrow a metal detector and come back in here with a metal detector and find the pin. But today, let's kick some snow around, see what we can find, and then we'll be back. Some of our pins that we've found have been 6 inches above the ground, a foot above the ground. Some of them have been just 2 inches above the ground. And if that's the case, we won't find it because we have over 6 inches of snow out here today. So it should be right in this area. You found some animal pee. Somebody made some yellow snow.
Yeah.
I want to say it looks like rabbit tracks that had got blown over or something. It wasn't me who peed there. I pee in the woods, but I would have made a bigger yellow mark than that.
Yeah, I see it.
Where?
I think I found it. You see it now, Olivia?
I don't see it.
It's a totally different pipe than we found so far.
Where? Oh yeah, I see it now. The silver thing?
Yeah, it looks like a fence post, don't it?
Yeah. How did you see that? I know how. Just the way I saw it the other day.
So now, Olivia, you can tie like 2 or 3 ribbons on it, and then we'll tie one from that up to the pine tree. Well, look at that. Darndy darn darn. Do you ever think you'd get so excited to find a piece of metal in a forest?
Nope.
She didn't want to come out either. She had fun. Told you it was fun.
That is
Needle in a
exciting.
haystack.
It's got some like orange like marker on it too.
That's crazy, yeah.
It is. We're doing good.
You don't want to come off either. You're probably the pocket, stuff in your pocket will work too.
Yeah.
Because you have small ones.
And that way it just kind of gets somebody's attention if they're walking and they're not looking down low on the ground. They'll see that ribbon. So I'd go, can you see where that did go right above the branch?
Right here.
Yep.
Need help, you good?
I got it.
So good. Look at that. All right, so now we need to mark our way back to the other point. I'm just gonna draw a line in my phone. That way I make sure I stay on a straight track all the way back. But Olivia, if you want, you see that evergreen tree right there?
Right here.
Yeah, you can mark that one.
Dad, can I put on one of the branches?
Yeah, hold on, just tear from up.
No! That's not funny.
You okay?
You all right,
Nobody
babe?
asked me if I'm okay until after
Are you,
that.
well, we had to get the camera
No,
first.
I said, you
Well,
okay?
be careful because you can't see.
Did you find a hole?
I did.
Found one earlier.
Well, you need to stick like I did.
Yeah, there's like
I
water,
have.
not like almost a little stream.
If you want, Olivia, I'll switch. I'll do that one. If you want to go to that little evergreen right there and mark that one, I'll get this big one. You okay, babe?
I'm fine. We're not walking fast, we're just slow, so.
Good thing you got your snow pants on.
I wouldn't be running.
No, that would have hurt.
Right here.
That one right there. Perfect.
Keep reaching high, or you're gonna get taller.
No.
you go straight through it, you can see something like orange, like a telephone pole color almost. But before that, there's all the evergreens thickets. You can see white snow, and then you see a little red dot.
I don't see a red dot.
All right, you stay right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up here and see if this is the other mark. This is where I fell into this bug.
Yeah. Oh, I see something. I see I see pink.
You see a red dot or no? I didn't see pink, but
Or orange or something.
Yeah. Oh, I see it.
so there's red right here, there's pink right here.
Okay.
So this tree right here is in line with the pink.
Yeah, definitely in line. The rock's right here.
The rock's right there and the ribbon's right there.
Yeah.
Alright,
So I think that tree's good.
no, I guess I won't mark the big pine. I guess I'll have to mark some of these little ones for
Right
now.
here.
So that's actually right where I went in. So I'll just mark a bunch of these little ones.
Yeah, because it's like the rock is like in between this little one and this little one.
Yeah, it's literally where you walk.
I just don't want to take their tree. Look at that. High five, girls. Bam, bam. We got our marks marked.
So I'm gonna put your tape back.
You believe it?
It feels good though to find them. We have a lot more to find, but it's nice to find the ones when you do
Yeah, but
find
you get
them.
excited, so you're like, oh, I do it again.
I know, it's addicting.
It is addicting.
Spend lots
Isn't
of
it,
time
Olivia?
out in the woods
Yeah.
wandering,
Yeah.
but then it
I
gets
told you it was
addicting.
fun. It's like geocaching or...
Well, that means they're gonna be working on this landing, and that means down below should already be taken care of. So we'll head out and we'll check that out. So we found out this area back here to the left and the right used to be an old hay field. I found out before that they used to run cattle in this chunk, and this was one of the fields they used to be able to make hay from. So that tells me we can turn it back into a hay field, especially if we keep the beavers out of here. So it'll be nice to be able to turn this into hayfield or even just pasture. You got it on that side and on this side of the road. I like finding out the old history of the property. It's always neat to find out what they used to do here. So we have our roadway opened up. Now he's taking the excavator up to the other landing that we were just at, and they worked on down here, opening it up. Oh, it looks so good. Got a big turnaround area here, the road. We can start working on this soon. It's exciting seeing all this work going on up here at the off-grid property. The more work that gets done now, the sooner that means we get to get up here. Oh, it's looking good, guys. So excited. We're gonna be starting on the containers. We can start on the container building project soon too. We have some more trails we need to make though.
To hope, don't let go, don't give up, there's rest for your weary soul, and time to heal, yet still you fight with what you're told, and hold on to your scars and wounds.